In the dazzling realm of famous duos, few radiate as strongly as Stephen and Ayesha Curry. Ayesha, a savvy chef and business mogul, has crafted a successful life next to her NBA star spouse. However, what if the image of their flawless existence is merely an illusion? This is the tale behind the startling revelation that caught everyone off guard. Let go, Ayesha. What's going on? Quit claiming you've never known of hell. What's that? What do you mean about hell? What's this all about? Is Ayesha Curry truly encountering significant legal issues? Are they severe enough that she might have to part ways with her public persona, her thriving business, or even her loved ones? Take a moment to settle in as the revelations are on the verge of unfolding. Ayesha and her legal challenges await. The unsettling rumor that the cherished entrepreneur, chef, and mother of four might be confronting serious legal repercussions has fans of Le Fan frantically seeking clarity. But what lies at the heart of this troubling information? The surprising assertion originated from a YouTube upload dated February 28, 2025, titled Ayesha Curry's Sentencing Results. It's not good. The video proceeds to allege various legal disputes involving Ayesha, her monetary challenges, and even went as far as to suggest she was spotted in court donned in an orange jumpsuit. In the quest for insights regarding this news that stirred the sports community, what we actually uncover is something far more uplifting. Ayesha and Stephen Curry produced a documentary titled Sentence, which was released through their production company in September 2024. This film sheds light on childhood illiteracy, steering clear of Ayesha's personal legal issues. More on that later. The title Sentence, along with Ayesha's choice to limit her public engagements, might lead some to speculate about underlying troubles in the otherwise flawless life of the Currys. True or not, this narrative runs deeper. While Ayesha isn't currently facing any criminal charges or abandoning her public life, she has navigated significant business hurdles and previously dealt with legal conflicts. These occurrences were indeed genuine and have fueled the rumors surrounding Ayesha's impending incarceration. In January 2025, Ayesha faced the tough choice to shut down her Sweet July shop in Oakland over safety issues. Launched in 2021 in the Uptown District, this store was considered her heartfelt tribute to Oakland, showcasing home goods and products from Black-owned businesses. It served as a blend of boutique, cafe, and event venue all in one location. In February, Ayesha and her crew revealed that the Sweet July location would be closing its doors for good. The decision to shut down the establishment stemmed from business considerations linked to the rising crime in the vicinity, rather than any legal issues or criminal accusations. The primary catalyst for this move was the increasing safety concerns in the area. A significant factor in this choice was an incident in 2022 when the store experienced a break-in, leading to a brief closure. Even after reopening, worries regarding security lingered. Additionally, the continuous occurrences of crime and the evolving atmosphere in downtown Oakland fostered a situation where both staff and customers lacked a sense of security. Ayesha prioritized the well-being of her team and clients, making her choice accordingly. In a parallel situation, Stephen Curry's 30 Inc. has halted plans for a new headquarters at 620th Street in San Francisco's Dogpatch due to a labor disagreement with the North Cal Carpenters Union. 30 Inc., which encompasses Curry's 8 ventures and 13 associated entities, acquired the site for $8.5 million in May 2024. The goal was to demolish the existing 9,200 square foot building and erect a 250,000 square foot, 5-story facility featuring offices, community spaces, and a rooftop deck. This initiative was intended to move 30 Inc.'s operations from its current Soma base and boost the local economy. The decision to cancel stems from disputes regarding labor involvement. 30 Inc. had pledged to hire 40% union workers, exceeding the standard for private projects. Nevertheless, the North Cal Carpenters Union deemed this proposal inadequate. They stressed the necessity for complete union labor participation, asserting that Curry's company must adhere to labor standards by employing entirely union staff. The North Cal Carpenters Union voiced their perspective, noting that when Steph Curry steps on a court, he doesn't perform at 40% capacity. He puts a maximum effort. The dedicated laborers of the North Cal Carpenters Union anticipate that Mr. Curry's nonprofit will likewise commit fully to supporting local workers. Due to the project's cancellation, 30 Inc. will maintain its current headquarters. It is still uncertain if Curry's team will seek other development options or consider selling the property. Although this signifies a business hurdle for the Curry family, it's certainly preferable to facing criminal charges. To grasp the roots of these allegations, we should delve into Ayesha Curry's genuine legal background. Has she encountered significant legal issues that could have turned problematic? The brief answer is yes, but the elaborated response comes with crucial qualifiers. In 2020, Ayesha Curry was indeed targeted in a lawsuit by a well-known branding firm, Flutie Entertainment, amounting to over $10 million. This matter pertains to a civil suit rather than a criminal one, and it originated several years prior, well before 2025. Let's clarify the events surrounding this lawsuit. In April 2020, Flutie Entertainment initiated legal action against Ayesha Curry, claiming damages exceeding $10 million. The lawsuit accused her of violating contract terms concerning her branding and business expansion. Flutie Entertainment asserted that they were instrumental in advancing Ayesha's career, facilitating her acquisition of a Food Network show and the production of a best-selling cookbook. Flutie Entertainment asserted that they had onboard Ayesha when she was merely running a cooking blog, assisting her in evolving into a prosperous businesswoman with cookbooks, television projects, and a range of products. They contended that post the conclusion of their 5-year contract in 2019, Ayesha excluded them from the profits and equity of businesses they had collaboratively developed, such as her Food Network series, Ayesha's Home Kitchen. This situation prompted them to initiate legal proceedings to seek reparation for what they believed was rightfully theirs under the terms of the contract. The owner stated that all was well until Ayesha attempted to exclude them from all profits and ownership equity generated during her client tenure. Ayesha's lawyer, Michael Plonskier, countered by labeling the claims as absurd and entirely baseless. In July 2021, Flutie Entertainment withdrew its lawsuit, dropping all allegations against Ayesha Curry. Nevertheless, the conflict persisted, advancing to a California Labor Commission officer after Ayesha lodged a complaint asserting that Flutie Entertainment lacked the necessary licensing to act as a talent agent, making their negotiations on her behalf illegal. She alleged unlawful, excessive, double-dipping, and deceptive business conduct. The results of the Labor Commission actions have not been made public, implying a possible private resolution or an end without major public acknowledgement amidst this ongoing legal situation. Recently, the spotlight on Ayesha has shifted significantly towards uplifting stories. She is set to co-host the 2025 NBA All-Star Weekend with Steven, along with celebrating her growing family and her thriving business projects. Her latest public engagement occurred in February 2025, where Ayesha and Stephen Curry took the stage as hosts for the NBA All-Star Weekend held in San Francisco. At this prominent event, they were actively involved, leading community service initiatives, unveiling new basketball courts, and leveraging their influence for charitable causes. Just as Ayesha mentioned, it's remarkable she witnessed all of this firsthand amidst the swirling rumors surrounding it. As Ayesha confronts the allegations regarding her time behind bars, her public persona and remarkable ascent to stardom remain unaffected. The ascent of Ayesha Curry is noteworthy. Ayesha Curry is multifaceted. Her accomplishments are extensive. She wears many hats: a culinary expert, a businesswoman, a producer, and even an actress. For those unfamiliar with her story, Ayesha Curry has created a notable career that transcends being merely the partner of one of basketball's legends. Ayesha, hailing from Toronto and nurtured in North Carolina, was well acquainted with attention. Her rise to prominence shot into high gear upon her union with NBA legend Stephen Curry. A humble cooking blog evolved into a vast multimedia venture, encompassing cookbooks, TV series, dining establishments, and consumer goods. The Cowies are celebrated as one of the most cherished duos in sports and entertainment. Ayesha's public persona has consistently emphasized family principles and business acumen. In 2016, she released her debut cookbook, The Season Life, which quickly became a hit. This was soon followed by her own cooking show, Ayesha's Home Kitchen, aired on the Food Network, along with the launch of several business projects, such as a meal kit service and her lifestyle brand, Sweet July. The family expanded to include 4 kids, daughters Riley and Ryan, son Cannon, and their latest arrival, baby Kaya, who entered the world in 2024. Their joyful family milestones have received substantial media attention, showcasing a loving and close-knit household that many admire. It appears her family life is flourishing as well. In May 2024, Ayesha and Steven celebrated the arrival of their 4th child, named Kaya's Child, bringing their family total to 6. By September of that year, Ayesha posted the first family picture on Instagram, simply writing, "My little family, feeling incredibly thankful." However, it's important to remember that how things appear publicly isn't always the reality. Even those who seem to lead flawless lives face their share of difficulties and disputes. Ayesha's story reflects this truth. During her public journey, she has encountered skepticism, outcry, and various legal challenges that have challenged her strength and influenced her public image. Let's delve into the notable controversies that have characterized Ayesha Curry's public existence, events that could lead to her being a focus of certain allegations now. In December 2015, Ayesha ignited a fervent discussion online with her remarks on women's fashion choices. She shared on X, previously known as Twitter, "Looks like everyone is into wearing less these days, huh? Not for me. I prefer to conceal the finer things for those who truly count. When it comes to fashion, I choose timeless elegance over fleeting trends any day." These remarks create a divide in public perception. Some defended her freedom to showcase her style choices, while others claimed she criticized women who opt for different looks. The debate ignited a wider conversation around feminism, modesty, and societal judgments in today's online landscape. Ayesha subsequently sought to explain her stance, stating, "No matter your opinion on my clothing choices, which is irrelevant to me, please refrain from degrading women. That's not acceptable, folks." However, the harm was already done. This event set a precedent that would shadow her throughout her public journey. characterized by remarks that ignited controversy, followed by revisions or apologies. Remarkably, this specific incident continued to receive backlash even 6 years later in 2021, after her Instagram share promoting her magazine Sweet July, which displayed a nude image of the author and chef. Despite her efforts to focus attention on her legs and shoulders, just legs and shoulders, she faced severe criticism as fans reminded her of a post from December 2015, accusing her of hypocrisy. Several individuals even resorted to leaving remarks beneath a 6-year-old post, featuring images of her naked photo. Her most notorious scandal arguably occurred during the 2016 NBA Finals. Following the ejection of her husband, Stephen Curry, in Game 6, Ayesha took to X and expressed, "I've completely lost respect. This is clearly rigged for cash or viewership. Not sure which. I refuse to stay quiet, just witnessed it live, sorry." This shocking accusation, implying that the NBA was altering results for profit, sparked an instant backlash. She swiftly removed the tweet and offered an apology, clarifying that it was shared in a moment of emotion due to the unexpected nature of the call. Additionally, she shared her own distress stemming from her father being subjected to racial profiling during a urination incident. In a subsequent interview, Ayesha conveyed her regret, stating, "In that moment, I was simply a fan and I didn't consider the consequences." She lamented the manner in which she expressed her pain. Yet this episode solidified her image as someone unafraid to voice her opinions, regardless of potential backlash. Another major controversy arose in May 2019 when Ayesha was a guest on Red Table Talk. She opened up about her feelings of inadequacy regarding the lack of male attention, in contrast to the attention her husband garners from other women. She mentioned, "What really gets to me and honestly stirs up some insecurities is that while countless women seem to be pursuing him, I've experienced none of that over the last decade. I receive absolutely no male attention, which might sound strange, but makes me ponder if there's something off about me. I don't necessarily want it, yet it would be reassuring to feel like someone is noticing me." The remarks elicited varied responses. While some condemned her for seeming entitled, others applauded her candor regarding her vulnerabilities. In addressing the criticism, Ayesha stated, "I have always been open about my feelings and emotions without restraint. I'm simply human." Notably, in 2023, Ayesha voiced her dissatisfaction with the episode's editing, asserting it portrayed her as irrational. She expressed that her words were misinterpreted, and the situation fell off, indicating she believed the show misrepresented her. In May 2020, a new issue arose when Ayesha shared an image of herself in a two-piece swimsuit on Instagram. Her caption, "Took me long enough," presumably addressed her weight loss after pregnancy. While numerous followers applauded her, others took to social media to criticize her, referencing her modesty comments from December 2015 as contradictory. Critics again highlighted her prior remark about the prevalence of minimal clothing, implying a conflict with her swimsuit post. Supporters contended that her comments pertained to regular attire rather than swimsuits, asserting that donning a bathing suit was suitable for the situation. In January 2022, social media buzzed with speculation about Ayesha and Stephen Curry possibly having an open marriage. Allegations of side romances and fleeting encounters gained traction, sparked by an old video from her 2019 Red Table Talk, in which she spoke about not receiving male attention. Ayesha categorically refuted these claims, saying, "Don't trust everything you see. Isn't that absurd? Please, don't undermine my marriage. I would appreciate it." She garnered backing from fans who condemned the unfounded rumors surrounding her marriage. Aside from these online disputes, Ayesha has encountered business hurdles that have challenged her entrepreneurial spirit. As previously stated, she shuttered her Sweet July store in Oakland in February 2025 due to safety worries. This closure, which took effect on February 9th, was triggered by vague safety problems, including a reported break-in that occurred in 2022. The shop, launched in 2021, was portrayed as an ode to Oakland, dedicated to being a hub for community interaction while offering home goods and products for Black-owned brands. Although the physical store has shut its doors, the Sweet July brand thrives online, with aspirations for new projects, such as a skincare pop-up. This closure has left Leah feeling disheartened in Oakland, prompting some locals to question the brand's influence and perceived lack of community backing. Nevertheless, it's crucial to recognize that this closure reflects a wider trend of businesses leaving Oakland due to escalating crime rates, indicating a systemic challenge rather than a failure of the brand. Additionally, there was the lawsuit from Floody Entertainment in 2020 that has been mentioned previously. Ayesha faced a $10 million civil lawsuit, asserting breach of contract for allegedly excluding the branding firm from profits after their partnership ended. Although the case was dismissed in July 2021, it transitioned to the California Labor Commission, with the results remaining undisclosed, indicating a possible private settlement. This civil lawsuit, although notable, pertained to business agreements. It's also important to look into other notable events surrounding Ayesha Curry in recent years. One such event that attracted media scrutiny took place in France, where she was reportedly involved in a dispute that caused distress for Leah. During the 2024 Paris Olympics, Ayesha found herself in a fraught situation with French law enforcement following Team USA's triumph in men's basketball. A viral video captured Ayesha in tears amidst reports that her newborn was struck on the head during a police blockade related to President Emmanuel Macron's motorcade. NBA player Draymond Green, who was nearby, stepped in, and an officer allegedly conveyed an apology through a translator. The event sparked a flurry of reactions online, with some sympathizing with Ayesha's plight while others accused her of entitlement. Despite the turmoil, Ayesha later dubbed her experience in Paris as incredible on Instagram and expressed gratitude to Airbnb, suggesting she moved on without escalating the issue legally. By analyzing these incidents and the ensuing discussions, we can gain insight into why Ayesha Curry may face certain accusations. Her openness in expressing her views on social media, paired with her prominent marriage and entrepreneurial efforts, has led to her being both adored and scrutinized in the public eye. Clearly, Ayesha has encountered a range of genuine obstacles, such as business difficulties, societal backlash, and legal matters. Yet these experiences have shaped her identity and brand significantly. Today, Ayesha Curry, spouse of the iconic athlete Stephen Curry, remains actively involved in both her business pursuits and familial life. Even though she has shuttered her physical Sweet July location in Oakland, the brand persists online and is looking to venture into new domains like skincare. In March 2025, the family marked Stephen's achievement of reaching 4,000 three-pointers in the NBA, a testament to their ongoing encouragement of his sports journey. Earlier in February, Ayesha and Stephen co-hosted the NBA All-Star Weekend in San Francisco, leveraging their influence to promote community service and philanthropy. This prominent role highlights the continued appreciation that both the NBA and its corporate partners have for the Curry's impact and image. Beyond their professional obligations, Ayesha and Stephen are deeply engaged in philanthropic ventures. Their documentary, Sentence, debuted on Peacock on September 16, 2024, addressing childhood illiteracy and underscoring their dedication to education. Produced by their company, Unanimous Media, it was developed in partnership with the Children's Literacy Project and their initiative Eat, Learn, Play. This documentary, Foundation, illustrates the commitment to leveraging their influence for the greater good instead of merely for self-interest. It explores the experiences of diverse individuals, both adults and children, who have never acquired reading skills, weaving together narratives that reveal the significant effects of illiteracy on both a personal and community level. The film highlights how literacy can disrupt cycles of poverty that span generations and points out that illiteracy is a challenge that crosses geographical, social, political, and racial boundaries. In addition to raising awareness, Sentence seeks to energize viewers to take part in initiatives focused on early childhood literacy. The goal is to motivate 1 million volunteers to help teach children how to read. In her public journey, Ayesha has balanced the roles of entrepreneur, mother, and NBA superstar spouse. She has encountered backlash for voicing her thoughts, revealing her vulnerabilities, and sharing personal images. Such scrutiny cultivates an environment ripe for exaggerated stories to flourish. Looking back in 2023, Ayesha expressed remorse for allowing her eldest daughter, Riley, to be thrust into the spotlight in social media at a tender age. This underscores the precarious tightrope that public figures walk between openness and safeguarding their privacy, particularly for Ayesha Curry, whose identity is rooted in genuine connection, family principles, and reliability. Claims of unlawful conduct may adversely affect her entrepreneurial pursuits, philanthropic efforts, and individual standing. Likewise, for her spouse, Stephen Curry, whose reputation plays a crucial role in his own brand and profession. Such disputes may induce unwarranted anxiety and diversion. In a recent conversation in February, Ayesha highlighted the significance of placing her marriage to Stephen at the forefront, as she believes that a solid parental bond fosters a more joyful atmosphere for their kids. For us, our relationship remains the top priority. At that point, we're just parents, Curry shared with the media. This arrangement suits us well, as it means two joyful individuals are nurturing the children at home. Family remains our top priority. While that may sound lovely, it isn't the first occasion Ayesha has discussed their marriage dynamics. Back in 2019, she remarked that the lessons from her parents and in-laws highlighted the necessity of putting one another first. Moreover, perhaps the most significant aspect is that both our parents have been happily married for over 3 decades. They imparted a vital lesson to us, some through difficult experiences, others by consciously prioritizing it, that we must always prioritize each other, even ahead of the kids, challenging as it may seem. She believes this necessitates carving out time for our relationship, including dedicated date nights. In her view, once you become a parent, the instinct is to prioritize the children, which we do, but we place our relationship first, knowing that when our bond is strong, the kids flourish and our family dynamic thrives. Outside of these responsibilities, Ayesha Curry continues to expand her business ventures, nurture her family, and adeptly handle the challenges of public life with unwavering strength and resolve. The true essence of this tale lies not in closure, but rather in the unfolding journey of a dynamic entrepreneur, devoted mom, and notable public figure who steadfastly defines herself beyond the confines of other stories. Ayesha's genuine culinary style struck a chord with many, culminating in the release of her debut cookbook, The Seasoned Life, in 2016. This work presents an array of recipes embodying her diverse cultural background and emphasizes meals perfect for families. Her culinary journey continued with her second cookbook, The Full Plate, published in 2020. Beyond her books, Ayesha also hosted various cooking shows, including Ayesha's Homemade on the Food Network, offering audiences a peek into her family life and unique cooking approach. She co-hosted the Great American Baking Show and judged Family Food Fight, highlighting her adaptability in the culinary entertainment field. Ayesha's television debut was as the romantic lead in the music video for Too Young for Love by Sugar Prince, now known as Seven Thomas. On April 30th, 2017, the second season of her series, Ayesha's Home Kitchen, launched with 6 episodes, and she was appointed as a spokesperson for CoverGirl, making history as the first representative not from acting or music. Additionally, Ayesha Curry ventured into the culinary scene by launching a family-oriented restaurant named International Smoke, in partnership with celebrity chef Michael Mina. This establishment fuses global cuisines with an emphasis on wood-fired techniques, reflecting the richness and variety of Ayesha's culinary vision. She persistently grows her lifestyle brand, Sweet July, now featuring food products, beauty essentials, and a publication. Ayesha harnesses her influence to address social matters, including child hunger and the empowerment of women. Through efforts like No Kid Hungry and strong partnerships with nonprofit groups, she aspires to create change beyond culinary realms. Ian Stephen co-directs the Eat, Learn, Play Foundation, which prioritizes programs aiding youth in Oakland. Established in 2019, the foundation is dedicated to enhancing children's welfare in Oakland, California. It centers around 3 core themes: healthy eating, education, and physical fitness, which is why it's called the Eat, Learn, Play Foundation. The goal is to guarantee that every child can access healthy food, excellent educational materials, and secure areas for physical activity. Additionally, as someone who has adapted to being in the public eye alongside a well-known partner, Ayesha has gracefully addressed body image challenges amid public scrutiny and has candidly spoken on the importance of valuing women beyond their physical appearance. This heightened her visibility, establishing her as an inspiration for fostering positive self-image and self-esteem. Even with the obstacles Ayesha Curry encounters, she remains dedicated to her passions, expands her entrepreneurial efforts, nurtures her family, and actively participates in community outreach. A truth that elevates her beyond the reach of any controversy. If you like this video, tap on the options displayed on your screen for additional content.